Simcha, celebration, Simcha, Simcha, celebration of life.
Hi, I'm Eitan Berger, and welcome to Simcha, a celebration of life. While wandering through Mali, Senegal, Morocco, and the Sahara Desert, musician Gil Ron Shema and his team visited rural areas and large cities, recording the sights and sounds of the people and environments they encountered along the way. Their song, Dream, uses the diverse music of the African continent to bring people together.
המדבר בים עוד ייפגשו ודרכינו לעולם לא ייפרדו כל מה שחלמתי שיקרה נעלם כמו חול שלרגלייך המדבר בים עוד ייפגשו ודרכינו לעולם לא ייפרדו
The song was born in a lake, a pink lake, a minerals lake on the Sahel between the Sahara and the Black Africa in Senegal. And I arrived to this place after a long voyage in the desert, crossing the Sahara. And there was there a dream reader, like a shaman, that he reads your dream. And he had the baboon monkey with him, and he was singing that song. And in the moment he started to sing that melody, the words came to my mouth. The songs say it have 2 points. One is the place where desert and the sea meets. And for me, because I love the deserts and I love the Red Sea and I love this amazing place, Sinai, where the mountains of very ancient desert that been heated by the sun so many millions of years meets the cool and fresh and alive water of the Red Sea. And this is the name of my last album, Suf, the Red Sea. And this is the place where Asia and Africa kiss. And this is the place where the desert and the sea meets. And this is a kind of place that symbolizes to me the place where dreams come true. On the other level, dreaming is a very ancient shamanic art of making your life what you want and what you choose to be and to do, and it's a key for happiness for human society, and it's been given many, many years ago, and I think that religions were built on that key, ancient key, to reveal your dream. To find what is your dream is one thing, but to make it come true is another thing, and another kind of effort, and another thing you need to sacrifice, and to leave your home and to go to the desert. And the song is talking about the fact and the point where you realize that everything that you dream is like disappearing like a sand between the fingers, and when reality comes, it's completely different than what you dreamt. And this is the point where you rise up and you can have the ability to be free. When you use the dream as a fuel to life, but when reality comes and the gift comes from God and it's happening, you need to live what you were dreaming and to accept. And this is a whole other big art. And the way from this experience, intimate, far away, distant in a huge desert, to the city life and the stage and the show and the festival, all this range of experience is part of my dream. To be able to go out of the scene of my identity as artist and to become a nomad man in a faraway desert, to be so silent and so much into listening to incubate a song and then to come and give it to audience. So actually this song and this video also that we did, my brother Zoron did it, it's sealing within it this experience of dreaming, and then the dream come true, and then you need to face it.
ותבקשי שהלילה ממך לא אשובה לנדור, הביט בכוכב שלמעלה, איתך ואעלם לחלום. כל מה שחלמתי שיקרה נעלם כמו החור שלרגלייך, הביט בים עוד ייפגשו, ודרכינו לעולם לא ייפרדו.
Today, we continue our series with Rabbi Hecht on the subject of belief and faith in God. Complexities come easily to the rationalizing human mind. It crafts sophistications and prides itself on these, thinking of itself, as Protagoras thought, as the measure of all things. Faithfulness to something greater than the mind's own thoughts and deeper than its achievements is something completely different. Let's hear more from Rabbi Hecht.
The question of faith today, I think, really is whether or not we need a belief in God at all. You know, in our times of self-reliance, where so much of what we take for granted just a number of years ago would have been considered impossible or miraculous. Think about the way we travel, air travel, space travel. Think about the advancements in medicine and all other areas of science. And all this we come to through our advanced knowledge and understanding of the mechanism of how things work. And as we understand more, it becomes less necessary to apply this to some supreme being. And so the question arises, you know, can you prove that there is a God? And so seeking proof for God's existence is not so much to help us understand how this world functions, but we're really looking to answer a question of why. Why the world exists, why do we exist, and what is my purpose? So is there proof for God's existence? Well, it depends what you consider proof. But if we are ready to apply the same criteria to proving God's existence as we do to so much else that we accept as true, then absolutely yes. For example, if I showed you a manuscript, a piece of paper with intelligent writing on it, let's say a story or a mathematical theory, you would assume that a creative, intelligent being had written that. And if I try to convince you that I'd left those pages on my desk with a ballpoint pen lying next to it and returned to my office to find that the ink had leaked out and this manuscript had been produced, you would think I was crazy. The product itself, the writing on the page, proves to you that there is indeed an author. In a similar way, everything that science has uncovered about the complexity and intricacies of the working of our world and the incredible balance that exists, that itself points to an intelligent being and creator. Just as the writing on the page proves an author. But this is not really the question of faith. This is not what faith is all about. As we've demonstrated, that's quite logical. Faith, the Kabbalah tells us, is really a quality of the soul that is deeper and higher than intellect. It implies a connection to the divine that transcends intellect. That which I understand, that which I can prove logically, I don't need faith for. It implies a connection and a relationship. What's the difference between knowing that there is a God and having faith in that God? Well, It's about how that knowledge translates into our life, how it impresses the way I behave and my actions. It may sound strange, but it's possible and true that we can know that there is God, and yet our behavior does not reflect that. Talmud tells of a fascinating scenario where a thief is standing at the entrance to a home that he's about to rob. And he turns to God in prayer and asks for success in his endeavor. Now, this sounds absurd. If he's ready to steal, surely he doesn't believe in God. And if he's praying, which implies a belief, why is he stealing? But the truth is, many of us live with that inconsistency. And this is a symptom of knowing that there is a God without living with faith in God. So to be human is to have this innate quality of faith within us. And it is part of our journey in life to ensure a consistency with that faith, to ensure that our actions reflect our knowledge in God.
Well, that's all we have time for this week's episode of Simcha. If you've missed any previous episodes, log on to www.spiritsister.co.za to catch up. From myself, Eitan Berger, and the entire Simcha team, shalom and have a great week.